Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Missy, and in this video I'm going to take you through how I am planning on traveling for the first time with my, she's not really newborn anymore. My baby is 5.5 months old, my daughter Tilly, and my toddler right over here, he's 2.5. He's a pro. We've traveled a bunch with him. And this is just a road trip travel, not an airplane trip. But we are traveling to my in-laws this weekend. And this will be Tilly's first trip, and it is about five hours away, and it's a trafficy area. It's a beach resorty kind of area, so there's a lot of beach traffic, but we decided to go anyway, so we're going, and this will be Tilly's first trip. And it's actually my first trip traveling with a baby because Paul, if you're new, was born January 2020, literally before the world exploded, global pandemic, and we didn't take him anywhere for the first year. So I am kind of new at this traveling with a baby thing. I don't think it will be too bad because babies are kind of easy in the sense that I'm actually more worried about him. How he's gonna be in the car, where he's gonna sleep, how he's gonna sleep. So we do have some stuff from traveling with him last year that did and didn't work. So I am about like 3 days before our actual trip, so I've already prepped a couple things. One of my favorite things, I talk about them all the time, the best place to get these is on Thrive Market, our stasher bags. I have a whole bunch of different sizes. So these little ones are our vitamins. So Paul, I know it's very controversial giving babies vitamins. Some people say it's pointless, some people love it. I just have always done it with him. He takes vitamins, Tilly doesn't. The reason being is we always had number 2 problems with him. He'd be constipated for a very long time. So he takes probiotics and takes a multivitamin, and I prefer the chewables versus gummies. So he has his, they're really like quick dissolve anyway. I'm getting way too involved in vitamins, that has nothing to do with it, but I packed his already. So he has a 4-day supply of vitamins, and then I packed my vitamins as well, and I just mixed them because all my pills are different sizes and I know what they are. But you could absolutely use different bags if that makes sense for you. And the only one I have is my liquid vitamin E, which I'm not gonna put that in a separate little thing. So I'm actually gonna put that in its own little stasher bag to bring with. So I have vitamins done. And the other thing I'm going to do for him is I'm trying to be, last time I traveled to our parents about a year ago, I brought all the food that he would like. I mean, like raw sweet potatoes, so I could chop them up and cook them at my in-laws. I brought like whatever he was eating at the time. I brought groceries, which is kind of silly. So we are just kind of experimenting on, I'm not using the word picky eater, it's just this is what he just wants to eat right now, and basically exposing him to a lot of stuff. So whatever we eat, I put it on a plate for him. 99% of the time he doesn't touch it, but I'm trying. So we're doing that, but I still have that urge to make my kid eat. So what I'm going to do is, I have had this thing forever. I got this at Target when I first moved to Virginia in 2009, and I think it was like $10 at the time. I have no idea how much it is, but it's a little Hamilton and Beach blender. It works really well. I use this for my protein shakes, but it makes like a single serve. So I'm gonna bring this because it's small and it can transport, versus my Vitamix right there obviously is amazing. So the only key that I have to do is I'm gonna make my own little pouches for him. I just have to cut up the fruit really small. I have not done that. So I'm going to do a mix of avocado, banana, cucumber, mixed berries, and then I put in some hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds. Sometimes I put prunes in there, sometimes I don't. And then I'm just gonna bring 2 cartons of coconut water. Is that a little extra? Probably, but it just makes me feel better and it's not gonna take up a lot of space. I'm going to do the fruit in the next couple days and freeze it, like I said, in little Ziploc bags. I'm not gonna bother with stasher bags because then I'm just gonna throw those away. I think it's enough to fit in like a water. Matt has like an insulated water thing. It holds like a ½ gallon of water, if you know what I'm talking about. I think I can fit it in there with ice, but Matt was saying that's silly to put it in a cooler. So that's gonna come. That's the only thing I'm bringing that's refrigerable for those few days so that he can have a smoothie and at least get some kind of fiber in his system. I have also gone ahead and bagged up snacks for him. I can't say what they are because he's right there, but you can see here that I have a goldfish type one. I have a mixed type one, which is his personal favorite right now. Then I have little COOKIES, and I have a bunch of bars for him. He likes these FIG bars. We have probably one of those every single day. granola bars, and these are called like the little fruit and nut bars. He absolutely loves those. So I have those all packaged up. Those are ready to go, kind of hidden in the corner. Also in Ziploc bags. I took them out of the container because last time I brought the boxes they came in, and it's just so bulky and it takes up a lot of space. So I did the Ziploc bags. I know they're going to be eaten down, and I'm also going to have them available in the car in my van that I can get to, but he can't see. So I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that just yet, but I'm not going to put them in the back of the van because I can pull those out for snack time. So speaking of the car ride, I have a bunch of little snack cups. I just recently got him this little Yeti. It's a little expensive. It holds a lot of water and he likes it. And it fits in his cup holder in his car seat. So I'm gonna bring that for him, and then just a bunch of these snack CUPs. I have a couple here that I'll show you. And that's what we're gonna bring in the car. Also his iPad. I need to download a bunch of programs because my iPad is not connected to anything Wi-Fi related, so I just download things on like Amazon Prime or Netflix, and then we can watch those in the car. So I'm just gonna take you along with me as I start packing for this trip. Again, we have a couple days out and I'm just doing little things here and there. I'll also point out that Mo is not coming on this trip with us. He can, but for my own anxiety, it's too much trying to tackle two littles in, you know, a strange environment outside of my cycle. I do have postpartum anxiety and depression that I work through, and just having one less thing to worry about is just beneficial. And plus we have some amazing friends that watch him. Mo loves going there. So I need to pack up his little bag. I already got a full box of milk bones, and our friends have a little puppy, so I got the little puppy a little something something too. And I also got my nephew something, which I can't pick up. Paul got these from my girlfriend about a year ago. My nephew is about a year behind Paul, so I was trying to think of like not to overwhelm my sister-in-law and brother-in-law with presents, because I know I'm on the anti-toy crusade as well, but I just have to get him a little something something. So I got him this. I don't want to say what it is in front of Paul because he'll want it, and that's that. Okay, so here is kind of like my first aid kit that I'm bringing in addition to whatever's in my diaper bag. So I'm bringing some sunscreen. This is from Hello Bello mineral sunscreen. I'm bringing an unopened thing of infant Tylenol that both kids could use. I do use Tylenol and ibuprofen, but hopefully I don't have to use this at all, but at least I have something on me. And then I have, this is one of my favorite, it's from Frida Baby. It's a pacifier, and it does both babies' dosages on here. So I'm gonna bring that. These are my favorite brand of Band-Aids. They're bamboo. They're hypoallergenic, breathable, natural, compostable. And this one has coconut oil in it. So I'm bringing this. And then just in case, I try not to use this as much, but this is Neosporin with pain relief in it. And I'm just gonna keep that in there. These are a find that I just found this year, and I use them more than the kids do. But these are Citronella mosquito patches. They're like cute little stickers that you put on their shirts. I wear 2 of them, and they do actually work very, very well. So I'm gonna keep these out until right before we leave because I walk Mo when the kids go to sleep and I need them. So those I use too instead of using the spray. I'm just bringing a thing, again, this is probably totally extra, but I'm bringing a thing of cold calm just in case. Paul's helping me here. And then I'm not actually bringing toiletries for the kids, so I'm just bringing some Q-tips for them just in case. So for toiletries, just so this kind of makes sense, I wasn't really gonna show what I packed, so I'm not actually gonna wash my hair while I'm away. My hair is very long, it's very thick, and then I don't have to worry about bringing my shampoo bar and conditioner bar, letting them dry. So I'm gonna wash it the morning before we leave. So the only thing I'm bringing with me is my Castile soap, and I have it in like a little mesh bag. I don't use plastic loofahs or anything. So it travels really well, and it's so gentle that I use that on me and both my kids. They're also getting baths right before we leave, and in the event that they get filthy or dirty and need to bathe off, which I'm not planning on it, I have my soap that I can use on them, but I do plan on just not bathing them while we're there and bathing when we get home. They usually are on, Tilly bathes about every 4 days, and so does Paul, and I kind of stagger them so bath night doesn't hit at the same time right now. So that's what we're doing for them, but just in case for some reason somebody has a really gross ear, that's why I'm bringing the extra Q-tips. That I'm going to, I think, put in a stasher bag if I have one. And I'm gonna leave that out just because I still use the mosquito patches. So that I can count as pretty much done. I will also say that I'm bringing my diaper bag, and there is a first aid kit in my diaper bag, but I just, you know, just wanted to bring stuff from home. It makes me feel more comfortable and prepared. Okay, so it is the day before we're leaving. My hair is really gross because I need to wash it, but I'm waiting till tomorrow morning to wash my hair so I don't have to wash it at all while we're at my family's house. So the first thing I'm doing is, it's very loud in here. I'm taking my iPad, and I don't use my iPad like anymore at all. I used to use this thing religiously. So it has 2 software updates, and like every single app on here needs to be updated. I did wean this down a lot because I pretty much just use this in the car for Paul. But I would say recently, it's not recently, it's when she was born, we got the Disney Hulu package thing. So there's a Disney app that I need to download there because I'm gonna download a couple movies. Paul's just gonna watch, he's gonna have his iPad on the entire time. It just keeps him quiet, keeps him entertained. It is what it is. But I need to update that. I need to download it because I don't have like Wi-Fi on my iPad whatsoever. So almost all of the streaming ones have functions that you can download stuff. I know Amazon Prime definitely does. Hulu, I don't know if Hulu does. Netflix definitely does. So I'm gonna see about Disney if I can download. If not, I actually bought the movie Cars before we had Disney and it's on my Amazon. I'm pretty sure I already have that downloaded. You have to check though because they like expire after a certain amount of time. I learned that the hard way. And I think I'm gonna download like Blippi. What else? Oh, he likes the show Blaze on Amazon. I might download that as well. So that's the plan. I'm making the almost 2 chocolatey cake or something like that. I did a video on it a while ago. So that is in the oven, I can smell it. This one didn't take her first nap, so she's been up with me the whole time. I know she's hungry, which she's probably gonna pass out when I feed her. I'm just gonna feed her down here. So I'm trying to wait another 15 minutes so that I can get the cake out of the oven. Suitcases are upstairs. I need to pack Mo. He's going to our friends tonight, so I need to pack his bag. I'm gonna show you his bag because it's actually really cool. I got it a really long time ago. It's so cool if you have pets traveling, whether they're traveling with you or you're giving them to a friend. And I have no idea when we're packing all of us. I have a load of laundry in there. Cloth diapers are on the deck, but nobody's wearing cloth diapers today. They're on the deck drying. Great, fix that. Nobody's wearing cloth diapers today. Everybody's wearing disposables. I'm trying to figure out a system of toys to bring. So here's the deal. My mother-in-law babysits my nephew and she keeps like everything. So she has like all of my husband and my sister-in-law's toys. She obviously has toys out because my nephew is only 11 months behind Paul, so they're kind of the same age. I would bring basically no toys at all, just toys for the car for them. But Matt is like, I almost think he wants to show them what toys Paul's has in a way. So Matt is gonna overpack with toys, which just stresses me out because I'm always afraid of leaving stuff. It's like a stupid fear, I know. But I would bring basically no toys. Matt is going to super pack a lot of toys, I know it. But I also wanna bring just a couple little toys for her, nothing crazy. I do have a KiwiCo like tummy time mat. I'll show that to you. I'm gonna wrap that up. It does have Velcro, so that like bundles like a little sleeping blanket almost. The car carrier. I don't think I'm gonna bring any of her seats because the only time I put her in those seats is when I'm either emptying the dishwasher, cooking, or folding laundry, but I'm not doing any of that. So that's kind of nice. So I'm gonna probably be holding her. I'll bring all my wraps. Today's gonna be a busy day. And we have to go get the vegetables. But I can't do that till 11. It's only 8 in the morning. Okay, so here is the amazing pet travel bag I was talking about. I bought this on Amazon years ago. I'll try to see if I can find something and link it, but this is like a duffel bag and it has a top that zippers. The top has a mesh line thing. I usually keep like a leash in here. And then there's 2 big, very big compartments and it comes with these, they're insulated so that you can put food in them. And there's 2, so you could do like food and treats, or if you have 2 dogs that have 2 different types of food, you can put them in here and they fit in these cavities, which I also shove with toys, dog towels, extra leashes, long leads, all that good stuff. Then the front of it zips up and it folds down and it has these 2 pop-up, what are these called? Food bowls and a water bowl. And this is just really hard to do one-handed, but really amazing. And my dog is a 60-pound Springer Spaniel, and he has no problem eating his meals out of this bowl. They collapse. It's also really good for pit stops. When we stop, we do bring him with us on road trips. I just keep this accessible, fill it with water, and you can also fit water bottles. It's very dark in here. You can also fit water bottles. There's a thing on both sides here for water bottles if you wanted to put that there. And then if I flip this around, on the other side, there's another big mesh pocket here. There's another pocket here. Is there any more pockets? No, that looked like that was something. So there's a big mesh pocket here and another big, like, just vinyl pocket kind of thing. I don't think I have, no, I don't have anything in those. But I'm going to, this is what we're bringing to our friend's house for Mo. I'm going to make some food packets for him because he takes medicine. So all I'm going to do is I have these, they're like Post-it note things. I got these when I used to work from home or budgeting or something. They're basically Post-it notes, but you can use them on a printer. I haven't done that in forever. But I'm going to put his food, his scoop, and I'm going to put them in individual baggies. That does seem wasteful, but then I know exactly how many feedings he gets fed twice a day. I usually throw in a couple extra. So he's going to my friend's house tonight. I'll feed him before he goes. So he needs 2 for Friday, 2 for Saturday, 2 for Sunday. When are we coming back? Monday morning. I'll give like eight packets probably. But Mo gets an allergy pill at night, and I put it in a pill pocket. So I could bring food, this, that. So what I'm going to do is very clearly label PM and AM food, and I'll just say with pill, and then obviously one doesn't. And I'll just put this together so they don't have to do that. They just have to dump down their pill. Mo also does take fish oil, which you have to keep refrigerated. It's also to help with his allergies. He has like, his nose is really dry. It's summer. I'm just gonna wing it. We're just gonna go without it. I'm not gonna bring a bottle of salmon oil to keep in the refrigerator to pump on his food. He's fine. We'll adjust when he gets home. So I'm gonna do that right now. The cake is done, it's cooling. I'll list a link to the video for this. I did this when I was pregnant. This cake is like my go-to when I have a large crowd to feed because it's huge. It's basically a devil's food cake, a pudding mix, a thing of sour cream, chocolate chips, and something else. I think the actual recipe has it where you stop here, but my mom put a can of frosting on it and it just like puts it completely over the top. My mom always does chocolate frosting, but Matt requested vanilla and I got vanilla with funfetti sprinkles. So I got that. I'm gonna do it. It's still really hot. So I'm just gonna completely let that cool. Do this with the sprinkles, and I have like I think it's Wilton, like a cake carrier that I'm gonna bring. So we'll do that later. So I'm gonna do the dog stuff now while everybody's downstairs. I downloaded the Disney app on my iPad that's still charging. So I need to set that up. I need to sit there and put some movies on it. And in case you're curious, our van does, our brand new van does have an entertainment system, but you need earphones with it. And I don't trust my toddler, and it's just as easy for me to do my iPad. I don't know if I've shown you this. I think this fits a whole bunch of different iPads. This is like my iPad cover that I use for Paul. We use it for story time with the library, and it has like a little kickstand that I prop out, and I usually put this like on the couch. He watches it. It has 3 little handles, one on each side, one on the top, and then it has just this like really essentially like a carabiner strap, I guess. So what I do is I just take this part out. I put this around the head seat, clip this, and then it hangs behind my head seat. He can see it. He can't really touch it yet with his feet. I have him farther away because it was at one point close enough where he was hitting with his feet and putting pause. Also, a lot of these videos time out and you have to like hit continue, which is stupid and annoying. I wish I could figure out how to turn that off. But I need access to it, and I can also then, you know, hit the volume if it bothers someone or whatever. So this is gonna go behind the passenger seat so Paul can watch it. Like I said, I'm downloading the Disney app. I gotta log in, and it had literally probably about like 30 apps that need to be updated. I never update this thing. So that's going. And then the big thing obviously is I need to pack everybody's clothes. So I'm packing Mo now, so he's good to go. I'm going to put in his food packets. I got just an entire box of treats. I'm assuming that's enough. And then I got this. They have an adorable little bulldog puppy named Winston. So we got him this. I thought this was so cute. I just wanted to, I don't know, I love getting puppy stuff. So I got him a little something something. And then I'm going to bring his regular leash. I'll probably have him on that in the car. And I might throw in here his retractable leash, and then I have a 30-foot lead. Do I need anything else? I think that's it. So, but then I can check that off as he's packed. I can't pack us, this is where I was getting at, till the laundry's dry. It's in the dryer right now because I have like a very small wardrobe right now because I don't fit in everything postpartum. So I need like every single shred of clothes that I have. My goal was, and it still is, I don't really care, this shirt and the pants, I guess you'd call them, capris that I'm wearing, I am going to wear these again tomorrow because I figure it's a travel day and you always feel gross anyway. And of course, I got Paul's maple syrup on me because he had waffles, like within the first seconds of wearing it. I don't really care. Paul also only has 4 pairs of shorts. So the shorts that he's gonna wear today, he's also gonna wear tomorrow during our travel day. Again, I'm not doing laundry while I'm at my in-laws, so that should be good. And then once that's done, I'm gonna fold everything upstairs. I have her play mat upstairs I'm gonna show you. And then I kind of just get in the grit of what all I'm bringing. So let me get this dog stuff squared away. Okay, so let's do a little status update where we are. I just got back from the farm with the kiddos. They did great in the car. So there's all of our produce that we got this week. I'll show you that in a second. I cleaned all of it. It's all ready to wash and put it away. I actually got spinach and parsley, and I just put those in, what are those called? Stasher bags, and threw them in the freezer. So they're good to go. And here is my bowl, not bowl. This is my tray of fruit that I chopped up, and there is, I'm trying to use up stuff. I'll put you down for a second. So in here I have, this is like the weirdest stuff. I make smoothies, and I'm always surprised that Paul actually eats it. But there are frozen bananas that I chopped up small because my mixer's over there. It's very small. I'm not bringing my Vitamix, obviously. So I have little bits of avocado, little bits of frozen banana. I have leftover green grapes, what looked okay. We got some zucchini in the CSA this week, so I chopped some of that up. And obviously it's covered in, that red stuff is watermelon, and a green apple I chopped up. So I'm gonna stick this in the freezer right now, and then once it's frozen, I can put it in little bags with chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax, and then I'm just gonna bring a couple liters of coconut water, and that is done. But isn't this just so pretty? So we got green beans, tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, and potatoes. Like I said, there was spinach and parsley too. These were not from the CSA. That's one little avocado and a lemon. This avocado isn't done, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just bring it with me. And this lemon, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I might shove it in the fridge. So that's the veg right there. The cake is done. It came out of the oven. I don't remember if I showed you that already. I am going to frost this in a little bit. It's probably cool enough to frost right now, but my frosting is a little firm because it's cold inside. I do not have a microwave if you're new, so I have my can of frosting on the sun in my deck. It's only 75 degrees outside. So that's melting. Paul's just hanging out here playing. I think it's getting really close to nap time. My diapers are drying. I just need to fold those and put them away. Are you ready to go to Grandma Cindy's?
Yeah.
You are? Oh, I'm so glad.
I like going to Grandma Cindy's.
You like going to Grandma Cindy's? So I'm pretty sure my laundry just stopped, but it's everybody's nap time, so I'm gonna do that in a couple minutes, and then I can pack clothes. I'm going to finish my protein shake is what I'm having for lunch. I'm going to finish this and then change everybody's diaper. We're gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna feed her. I'm kinda hoping that she doesn't pass out for very long so I can do clothes. So the smart thing, because now we've been doing nap time in my bedroom where her pack and play is, because I have the blackout shade so it's dark in there. I think I'm gonna bring all the clothes upstairs with me, so I'll bring the camera as well in case Paul is not napping and has his door open. I can get some stuff done. because it's easier to pack without him there. So I'm gonna do that while he's entertaining. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, so here's everything that I've put aside for our 3-night trip. I know it looks like a lot. Let's just start with me. So this is all of my underwear and socks and whatnot, and here's all my clothes. That's it. That's all I have. I usually have more toiletries than clothes anyway. So Paul is probably the easiest. Tilly's been good. She's been hanging out with me here. For Paul, I have 2 sets of PJs just in case something happens. I have a long sleeve zip up hoodie. I highly doubt we'll need this, but you never know. I have 3 shirts, again, where there are 3 nights. I have a bunch of socks, and I have 2 pairs of shorts. So that's for him. I also have not packed it yet, but I have, for the car, I have an extra pair of shorts and an extra shirt. So that's a whole nother outfit. That's like his extra outfit. Now for baby girl. So I have her Burt's Bees sleeping blanket. We are bringing the pack and play with that mattress and the sheet, so that's going to come with us as well, but that can't obviously be packed up till Friday morning, but that's easy to pull apart. I also have 4 receiving blankets. I like to use these when I'm nursing her or napping, when she's laying on me on the couch or whatnot. She doesn't sleep with a blanket at night. That's what the wearable blanket's for. But I also use those as burp cloths. They're small, so I just grabbed 4 of those. Clothes-wise, she does go through a lot of clothes because she spits up or she drools, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 footed pajamas. These are what I usually put her in the house, to be honest. It's just easy. But I also grabbed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just little short sleeve onesies just because they're easy. They don't take up a lot of room. And then I grabbed 2 pairs of pants. I don't have any socks for her because I figured she's fine. And then I just have a massive collection of burp cloths. I just go through a ton of these. So I brought a lot of these, and then over here is about 2 or 3 bibs per se. I mean, these don't take up a lot of room either. So I grabbed some bibs. Then for diapers here, so let's start with Paul. Paul's in a size 6. This is a 17 pack, and there's just like a couple taken out of here. So I have a full 17 pack and just probably like more than 3/4 of a pack. That's probably more than enough. And then I just grabbed 5 overnight diapers because this is what we put him in overnight. These are Hello Bello. For her, oh, and these are, how many are in here? 17 diapers in each pack. I don't know if I said that. I don't change his diaper nearly as much as I do hers. For hers, these are 30 packs. This is a size 2, and I grabbed 2 packs of those. Again, more than enough. I grabbed a whole new pack of powder just in case. I do have diaper cream in the diaper bag. I'll just triple check that that's there, but I'm 99% positive it is. I grabbed 2 packs of wipes. There's 60 in here, so that's probably, again, more than enough. I'm bringing my whole, I'm probably gonna take it out of this box just so it fits nicer into something else. These are breastfeeding pads, and there's 60 in here. And then just in case I need to do laundry, I am so, ever since I had Tilly, I'm so sensitive like to synthetic smells, and I use my own detergent, but just in case, I don't plan on doing any laundry. I'm bringing some of these Grove detergent sheets. They're just like super thin and easy to travel with. I figured I'm just gonna bring the box instead of, you know, bringing a couple. And then I'm just gonna throw in some of my woolly balls so I don't have to use fabric softener sheets or anything. So I'm going to get all of this packed up into, I think it'll fit in packing cubes, I hope. Then the only thing I have to do left is my toiletries. I'm trying to keep that to a minimum. Paul needs a toothbrush. And then I think my suitcase can go in the car, I think, without my contacts. The contacts I'll just put in my purse. That's what I'm thinking. So Paul's awake, and somehow I managed to pack everybody's stuff in that purple suitcase right there in the diaper bag. It's all in there. I got all the clothes, diapers, blankets, burp cloths, my clothes, toiletries. The only thing that I'm missing is obviously, I said, the pack and play and the electronics. Matt's gonna bring the, I can't think of what it's called, the hatch for both kids, and the baby monitor I think he's bringing, but he has like tough cases and stuff for those. I have to show you that to you too. And we have blackout shades that like suction cup on that are amazing. So I just have that tub that I haven't brought up, but these 2 are being insane. So we're gonna go downstairs and do something. If I ever say that I love traveling with babies, it's a flat out lie. Okay, so I brought up the tub from the basement because I was honestly just trying to find Paul's backpack. I don't even know where I got this from, Target or something. Looks like it's Skip Hop. And this is basically just for his toys and books or whatever he wants. So I was trying to find this, I thought it was upstairs. So I have that so he can pack that. Over there. These are the amazing Grow Anywhere blinds. They are blackout shades that suction cup onto windows. We have 2 of them. So both of those are coming, I believe. And then what Paul was playing with, these are like a hard case. Open them up. And the hatches go in here. Is this necessary for a road trip to family house? I don't think so at all, but it makes Matt happy, so we have 2 of those. I would have just wrapped it in clothes personally. And then below there is the blow up toddler bed, which is really, really nice, but we don't need it for this trip. Like I said, my mother-in-law, she babysits my nephew, so she has a room that has a toddler bed in it and a crib. We're gonna give that room to Paul, and then we're gonna bring the pack and play and somehow smush that in an itty bitty room with me and Matt. I don't know how this is working, to be honest. I was saying that it would probably make more sense for Tilly to go into the baby's room and I'll sleep on the floor so I can nurse her, and then Matt sleep in the other tiny room bed with Paul, but Matt didn't want to do that, so we're gonna make it work. But it is 3:30. I am so exhausted. Whoever says they love traveling with children is lying. This has been all day. I'm so exhausted. And like I said, Matt's gonna come home, I've pressed this 1,000 times. He's gonna come home and go to our friend's house with Mo, leave me alone with them. And I just realized I have to pay 2 bills before we leave too, so. Thank goodness we only make this trip once a year. So it is the morning of. I have all of my smoothie packets there, so those are ready to go. This is probably overkill, but this is like the smallest really insulated thing I have, so I'll just put some sodas or seltzers or something in there. So that's ready to go. The cake is ready to go. I have Paul's little hat and my nursing cover I'm going to wear in the car because I always get cold. Here are those blackout blinds I was talking about, that suction cup. So those are there. This bin has I just brought all my wraps in case they get dirty. So I have the 2 boba wraps, I have my Ergo Baby wrap, and then down here are the snacks for Paul and my little blender and the coconut water. So this I want in the back seat so I can reach it in case I need to refill Paul's snack cup, which I have over there that I need to fill at some point. Here's the cases for the hatches. Obviously they're still upstairs with the kiddos. And then here's my suitcase, and then it has mine, Tilly, and Paul's stuff in it. And then here's my diaper bag that is stuffed to the gills with everything I need in the diaper, or with everything I need if we need to stop somewhere in the car. So Matt has his suitcase somewhere upstairs. Everybody's still sleeping. So I'm just going to relax a little bit. I could fold those diapers, but I don't know. So it is now Wednesday morning. We got home on Monday, and I just kind of wanted to say how things went, share how things went. So we got home Monday, like I said. We didn't leave Matt's parents' house. Well, let me rewind because I didn't film any of this. So we were able to get out of this house at 9:30 on, when did we leave? Friday. And we got there around 2. It was perfect. The kids did great in the car. Paul talked about the first half and Tilly wasn't sleeping. I was trying to get Matt, I was like, let's just put the iPad on. He wanted to do no screen time and let him look outside, which is great, except for he doesn't stop talking, and Tilly wasn't able to sleep. So the second half, I convinced Matt to just put the iPad on. So he put the iPad on and he watched Cars or something and zoned out, being goofy over there. Hey, yo. We made really, really good time. So then we enjoyed our visit, and on Monday we planned on leaving. I really wanted to leave the same time. Matt slept in a little bit. If you're new here, that's not a surprise. So we didn't actually leave till 11, and then there was a disabled tractor trailer on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, and that was a delay. We stopped for lunch then, and then we hit some more DC traffic, and then right when we hit DC traffic, Tilly lost her mind, so she screamed for probably about an hour and a half total. The last 45 minutes was outside DC. We stopped somewhere, I fed her, we just chilled for a second and drove home. So the drive home took about 5.5 hours. So a little bit more, but it felt longer because the baby was crying and there was traffic. So we should have left earlier. So when we go to my parents, we're going to leave earlier because the kids seem to do better in the car in the first half of the day than the later half of the day. They just are tired, they're over it. So that's something we learned is we're definitely gonna start traveling earlier. And then the sleeping arrangements, I mean, the kids were fine. Paul didn't eat like anything the whole time. I brought his snacks, he didn't eat those. He didn't eat his smoothie. I think I made his smoothie once and he was like meh about it. So he didn't really eat anything. So I'll probably bring smoothie stuff again to my parents, but not as much knowing that he's not probably gonna eat it. So for sleeping, we had a bedroom and a pack and play jammed in there with Tilly, and it's like a full-size bed, I think, and Matt is just a hot person. We have a king-size bed. So the first night I slept in there with him and I was just like miserable. It was like cramped. There was too many breathing bodies in that room. We had the door closed so we didn't bother anybody, and it was just really, really hot. And Paul was sleeping by himself like he always does, but he woke up. It took him a really long time to get him to go to sleep. Like we couldn't just do our usual here, put him in his room, say goodnight, love you, leave, and then he plays wherever. He was crying. He wanted you in there. So I stayed in there with him till he fell asleep till about 10 o'clock. So for about 3 hours, he wanted me to read to him, sing to him, like, you know, all sorts of stuff. He finally fell asleep, and then 2 a.m. he went to his door, opened the door, and started screaming. So I went back in there and slept on the floor. So the next 2 nights, I just slept on the floor. So I think what we would do differently, and we're gonna do at my parents' house, is we're just gonna divide and conquer. One of us is going to sleep in a bed with Paul, and I have already from when I used to co-sleep with Paul, like a rail, like a gate that goes under the mattress and flips up so the baby doesn't roll out. So we're gonna bring that. Somebody's gonna sleep with Paul in a bed, and then somebody is gonna be in the other room with Tilly in the pack and play. What I will say is I bought on Amazon, I don't know if I showed it or not, it's a rocking chair. I'll put it right here. It's really for like camping. This was amazing. I used it to rock her to sleep every single time. It's small, it's collapsible. And then we brought it out. We had it like in the living room. It was just like an extra seat. And actually my brother-in-law has one for camping or whatever, and he had it in his truck. It's funny, it was like the exact same chair. So that was a win. So I think what we would do next time going to my in-laws, because they don't have like 2 double beds in there, they have like a nursery set up because they watch my nephew that has a toddler bed, that's what Paul's sleeping in, and a crib. We would bring, I have this like tri-fold mattress thing that we just have. I would bring that, sleep on the nursery room floor with Tilly in the nursery, and then in the bedroom where Tilly and Matt were, I'd switch that to Matt and Paul. So I think that's what we would do next time. But other than that, it was totally fine. Everybody had a great time. Paul napped once on my mother-in-law's lap. It was really sweet. She was in a rocker and just grabbed him, and he fell asleep for a while. And then the next day she kind of grabbed him in the rocker. I think Tilly was sleeping or something. And he didn't actually sleep, but he just like relaxed in her arms for like a good solid hour. So he got some like quiet time, I guess. So he did get some napish time during the day, but I didn't push it at all. I didn't push meals. He did have to learn sharing with his cousin. So his cousin Nolan is going to be 2 in December. So he's like 20 months or something like that. And he would just, you know, go up and Paul would play with the toy and take it. And Paul said things like, hey, give me that. I don't even know where he learned that. Or I think at one point he shoved Nolan over. So it was a teaching experience and a learning experience. But everything went great. We're going to my parents in a month, so we're gonna do this all again. I'm just trying to figure out how we can do this bringing Mo. So our friends watched Mo for us the last time we traveled, and this time basically just because my mental capacity can't handle it. The first time we traveled was fine, but I was a little stressed. This time I was very not stressed. So I think we could handle Mo if I could even fit him in the car. But we didn't bring a lot of stuff, so we shall see. But anyway, I hope this was interesting. If you have any travel tips for me with babies, please leave them below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.